If this is you, you're staring at your phone wondering if one message could change everything. You've typed and deleted the same sentence 100 times, reading it back like it's some kind of spell that might bring them back. Maybe you've scrolled through your old conversations, those late-night texts when you both couldn't stop talking, when love felt easy, when they still wanted you, and now, silence. That empty space where their name used to light up your screen feels like a wound that won't heal. You tell yourself you'll wait for them to reach out, but every day that passes, it gets harder not to break. You start to wonder if they've already moved on, if someone else's name is lighting up their phone now, if they even think about you at all. Maybe you've heard the advice. Don't text them, play it cool, act like you don't care, but deep down you care. You still love them. You still feel them in the quiet moments. You want to say something that reignites what you once had, but you were terrified that one wrong word could push them even further away. So what if, instead of chasing them, you could pull them back to you? What if there was a way to make them feel that same ache you've been feeling, to make them remember exactly what they lost? What if the right text could make them start obsessing over you again? Most men get this wrong because they let emotion drive their fingers instead of purpose. They text from fear, fear of losing her, fear of being forgotten, fear of silence. They send paragraphs trying to explain, to fix, to remind her of what they had. But every word that comes from desperation only pushes her further away, because she doesn't feel your love in those messages. She feels your weakness. See, the masculine frame isn't about saying the right words. It's about being the right energy. A grounded man doesn't chase validation through a screen. He creates space for attraction to grow back toward him. When you text from calm confidence instead of emotional chaos, she feels that shift. She remembers the man she once respected, not the one trying to convince her to come back. Here's the core truth most men never learn. You don't win her back by making her feel your need. You make her want you again by reminding her silently that you don't. It's late. The glow of your phone is the only light in the room. You scroll through her messages, your thumb hovering over her name like it's some kind of wound you keep reopening just to feel something. The room is quiet, but your mind isn't. You replay the last text she sent, the one that ended it. You still remember how your chest tightened reading it, how the silence that followed felt louder than anything she ever said. You type a message, then delete it, type again, delete again. You tell yourself just one text won't hurt. But it's not just a text, is it? It's a reach, a plea, a small surrender you can feel in your bones. You imagine her reading it, her face blank, her attention somewhere else, maybe with someone else. The thought burns and you set your phone down like it's on fire. You sit there staring into the dark, realizing something you hadn't before, that maybe it wasn't the words that ever made her stay. It was the way you carried yourself when you didn't need them, the quiet confidence, the certainty, the stillness. So for once, you don't send the message. You let the silence speak for you. And somewhere deep down, for the first time since she left, you feel her wondering what changed. Most men think getting their ex back is about saying the perfect thing. They believe if they can just craft the right text, something charming, emotional, or clever, she'll suddenly remember what she lost and come running back. But it doesn't work that way, because texting doesn't recreate attraction, energy does. She's not reading your words, she's feeling your state. If you text from fear, she feels it. If you text from need, she senses it instantly. What pulls her in isn't the message, it's the man behind it, the one who's calm, grounded, and no longer chasing her approval. The second lie is thinking silence means it's over. It doesn't. Silence is space. Space she needs to miss you, to feel your absence, to wonder what you're doing without her. When you break that space out of panic, you rob her of the chance to feel curiosity again. She didn't ghost you. You disappeared from yourself. She doesn't need a text. She needs to feel that you've remembered who you are. The 3% man moves differently because he understands something most men never do. He knows that attraction isn't earned through effort. It's maintained through energy. This is what he understands. When a woman pulls away, it's not an invitation to chase. It's an invitation to lead himself. He doesn't text to seek attention. He texts when it aligns with who he is, calm, certain, in control of his emotions. He doesn't panic in the silence. He trusts it. Because he knows connection can't be forced, it has to breathe. While most men crumble under the fear of losing her, he anchors himself deeper into his purpose, his peace, his power. That's what she feels. That's what reignites curiosity. This is how he leads with presence, not pressure. He's not performing to get her back. He's becoming the man she'd naturally want to come back to. His words don't pull her in. His energy does. And that's the quiet confidence that separates him from the rest. He stared at the screen again, thumb hovering over her name. The same hesitation, the same ache in his chest. He wanted to reach out, just to feel something, anything. But then something inside him went still, the quiet kind of still that comes right before truth hits you. He realized it wasn't her silence that was breaking him. It was his own forgetting how to be the man he was before the overthinking, before the chasing, before the begging for crumbs of attention he once gave so freely. He put the phone down, not out of pride, but peace. For the first time, he wasn't trying to get her back. He was trying to get himself back. The version of him who didn't need to prove his value through a message. The one who walked with calm certainty, who knew that his energy was the message. And in that quiet room, he felt something shift. Not outside of him, but within. The desperation faded, replaced by a strange strength. He didn't need her to remember him. He just needed to remember himself. When you stop trying to make her remember you and start remembering yourself, that's when she finally does.